Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's Master Teacher of Attraction back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about, we got the whiteboard as you can see. We're going to be talking about, the basics into stepping into what they call sovereignty. Okay. And basically, that's just gaining as much control over, building an income for yourself. Now, a lot of this is real important, like if you're a dude, okay, for men to try to focus on. Alright, so if you're a dude and you're watching this, pay attention to what I'm saying. Alright, and as always, we're gonna be going more in depth about these things in the Patreon. Specifically, I went in a little bit on the course, just giving a little bit of things, but Patreon is going to be where we're going to dive deep into these things, okay? So, the first thing to creating sovereignty, within your life is to understand that we live under, currently right now, capitalism, all right? So that means everything is a business. So all these women that y'all talking about got OnlyFans and everything, they only started that business. Technically, they started a business, okay, because there was a need of beta males, doing anything for them, okay, and doing anything to fantasize about them or whatever. So they put a price on it, and boom, all right, that's capitalism. Everything is a business, all right. So it behooves you to start doing the same thing instead of getting mad at women for doing those things, all right? Because women be doing a lot of things, pretty well, all right? And they pick up on these things a lot quicker for some reason. So we got to get y'all together in this aspect, all right? Now, instead of focusing on trying to chase a whole bunch of women and everything, all right? Y'all watching, all these other dating coaches ain't telling you nothing about this. And now we got, this whole crisis and everything going on. And you can't get to know women because of all these quarantines, alright? So, now that you're sitting here, you shouldn't want to be back in that situation. So we're going to talk about how to make sure you don't end up in that situation, alright? So the main thing is about creating this situation for you. Alright, let me pop this up. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is make sure you understand how to set up yourself. Alright? Because you're setting yourself up to start to create your income that you can control. Alright? So, what I suggest and what I like to do and where the future is heading to is if I spelled that right. Okay? It's going to online entrepreneur. Alright? So that's why y'all see me with my big ass head in these damn cameras all the time. Okay? That's because this is where it's heading to. Okay? That's why everything is going to Bitcoin, in digital currencies and things. They've been speaking about it on the on the interwebs and on the news and things. But they've been telling y'all and keeping your eyes focused on something else. Alright? And these dating coaches still been telling y'all about how to get women on the quarantine. But we really need to be developing you guys to be more sovereign. So it can make it easier for you to get the women that you want. Okay? Because I still know that's what you trying to get to. Alright? But let's set ourselves up. Alright? So the first thing is making sure you set up correctly. Now, at some point you're going to need a CPA to figure out your finances, because as you know, this isn't a W-2 when you become an entrepreneur. So you're gonna need a CPA in your state of where you're doing business. So you can make sure you're good on taxes, okay? And I'm saying CPA because I cannot give, tax advice and all of them things in this video, because that's what they're for. That's what they got their license to do. So, find some CPAs in your area for once you start making money, especially once you start making over $600. You're gonna need to get with a CPA, all right? Because I don't want y'all, running up a bag and you spend all your money like a lot of these women is doing with OnlyFans, okay? And they not thinking about it from a tax situation. They just spend all their money because they got that broke mentality, and I don't want y'all going into this new era that we going in with a broke mentality, okay? So get you a CPA or have one lined up for when you do start, running up a bag. And then the other thing, make sure you set up yourself as a business, and that's either going to be like LLC, okay, or an S Corp. But, the people I learned from, we mainly do LLC, okay, and we structure it a certain way. But I'm going to go ahead and just tell y'all where I got the information from. So that's going to be JB Smart Passive Income. He's on YouTube. He has a Patreon. Y'all can get in there for however long y'all need to soak up how to set up your business. Because a lot of stuff, you can't say on, these public social medias and things. So I think that's all I'm going to give for right now. Because I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble or me in trouble. Alright. So just want to make sure you set up correctly. And then once you got your business set up with the state that you in, make sure you got your little virtual address. And then the other thing is a business checking account. Alright, so I'll just put BCA, business checking account. Alright, and this is where you're going to be having your income coming in. Alright. So, with this set up, then you slide on over to, actually getting it running. Alright, so what I like to do is, sell things. Alright. I like to learn about things, and then once I learn it, I like to give it to people who need to learn what it is that I just learned. Okay, so I teach it. Alright, that's why I like to do courses, membership sites, and things about things that I like to do. Now, this could also be things that people are interested in. Like if you're really good at fishing, people want to learn about fishing knots, fishing, how to fish in a river, how to fish in a lake, how to fish out in the ocean, and you do all that stuff and you an expert in it, then you can go ahead and create courses. You can create books in the form of ebooks. And then you can also create membership sites like OnlyFans, like Patreon, like Buy Me a Coffee, and things like that. And then you can also have your YouTube channel based around that. And then, if your viewership start, going off for some reason because of the search term picks up within your YouTube channel, and then you're able to get monetized, that's AdSense coming in. Alright, but AdSense is kind of, they can take your YouTube channel away at any time because the algorithm deems your channel or something. Like, you could be giving away truth type knowledge, and they think that is, okay, we're going to shut your channel down. Alright, so just have this for advertising purposes, because when you running your advertisements, which is what we're going to get into, running your advertisements, you can use the people who viewed your YouTube channel. You can run ads to them instead of running cold traffic. People who never seen you before. All right. So that's what the type of things you want to focus on. I forgot to say this, but it ties into this. Coaching. All right. So learn a skill that people need help with. All right, because all you're doing is filling the need in the marketplace. If you already, chances is, like with the fishing example, I watch a whole bunch of people that have fishing channels and things of that nature. So if they really wanted to go into it, they can make a course. They can write books. They can make membership sites. They probably already got a YouTube channel. And then people really want to do more in-depth stuff, they can coach them. Or you can go into another good one, which a lot of people already do, is how to make money online and learn how to do that and create these things around that. Another thing is the dating niche, just like what I'm doing. All right, and I have these things. I think I don't have a book yet, but I can teach you guys how to make your own book. Then remember, I like video. Then that's how I learn. So I like to put out things like that. So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And then in order to grow these things, you're gonna have to run ads. All right. So social media ads. All right. Social media ads. The one I like is YouTube and Google ads. Alright. So if you're ever asking like, okay, how do I get people if I don't have a following? Bam. Because the traffic, and this is another issue when people start businesses. They have issue with getting people to what it is that they started. Okay, so like a brick and mortar business, like a mom and pop shop, you would have and try to focus on getting offline marketing out there to the local area so people will come into your store. It's the same thing, but you focused on bringing people onto your website. Okay, bringing people onto your YouTube channel, bringing people onto the site that contains your coaching services, your membership site services, your ebooks and your courses and things of that like nature. All right, and you build that up with YouTube ads. All right, that's what I like. Google ads, because Google owns YouTube. And yeah, if you ever course, I have my course in a Facebook group, but you also got things like ThinkFit, or something like that, and that allows you to create a course. All right, you can just Google create a course websites that'll host your course. Okay, and then you can place your course within those things, and then sell that. Ebooks. With ebooks, you can go ahead. Well, that's what the Patreon is for. We can talk about them things in depth. But if you ever trying to get more in depth with this is what we would focus on. Okay, to try to create what we were talking about at first. Okay, which equals control. Alright, that's the only thing that you have control over. Okay, you can't control what nobody else do other than what you do. Alright, and that's why, especially, as dudes, a lot of y'all like to call yourselves alpha male. Well, y'all gonna have to start doing some things that, will put you in that boat. Alright? And these is type of things that you want to try to focus on. If you want to, call yourself something of that caliber. Okay. So all these things create sovereignty, which equal control that you have control over. Okay. And doing this is gonna make your life a lot, less stressful. You ain't gotta worry about, yelling at your boss or whatever job you're working at. Ain't nothing wrong with working a job, because that's what a lot of us is brought up into. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us to work our way out of that and to build that control. Okay? So we can have an easier time having control over our lives. And we're at the top of our food chain that we create within our boundaries. Okay? And that's attractive. So all this equals attractive to women. Alright? Now if you match this with the body game, okay, you match this with the style game, you match this with, growing your beautiful hair out, you know what I'm saying? Growing your beard out and, keeping it, together, you're gonna be cold. That's what you call, I think Ron Wills would call that, the ultimate man or the real man, if you ever read his books, which I recommend y'all should do. All right. But that's the true long-term scheme of things, because that's what we headed to. All right. A lot of jobs is turning into automation. Like if you go into most of these Walmarts now, they're implementing automatic janitors in the form of little robot things, and they're just cleaning the floors and everything now. So, and then they also coming out with something that is going to be stocking for Walmart, and it reads what is expired and everything, just going down and up the aisles. So if Walmart is doing it, then that means everybody else is going to be following. Okay, because everything competes with Walmart. So if you looking at everything from a logical perspective, this is where you want to be, setting your feet into and learning about this. All right. And the main thing as an online entrepreneur is you're based online. Okay. But the main thing is understanding the problems that whatever target market, target audience has, understanding the solutions to those things and presenting that to them. Okay? But we're going to be going in depth about this in Patreon. So y'all go ahead and make that happen down in the description box or wherever this video may be. Okay? There's going to be something attached to where you can go to my website. Peace, y'all.